Hey. It's KrepsyK, and today we are opening a Brawl deck. We are actually specifically opening a Korvold, the Fey Cursed King Brawl deck. Now, I did play with some of these cards back when it was released, but I don't remember exactly what was in this deck. So I went ahead and picked one up and thought I would open it here on the channel for you guys to watch for your viewing pleasure. So, let's go ahead and get started. I like the little book that it comes with. I don't think is there anything literally about this? Oh, neat! So the book does go through all the, uh, all the other decks, I suppose. Savage Hunger, is that what this is? I don't know. I don't know. Oh yeah, so there's only 4 Brawl decks? Am I wrong? Fairy, Bounty, so Tulane, Alila, the Knights, and Korvold? Are there really only 4? No, there's one more, right? Maybe there's not. I don't know. Anyway, so this is the one we're opening today. And I think this deck box is flippin' cool. This is awesome. This right here is probably in the top 3 favorite deck boxes that have come with products that I bought from Watsy. I love this. I love this so much. That looks great. Let's throw that away. Let's pop out our front card here, preferably without damaging it. So let's see if we can do that. I really dislike this little... Oh, wait. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Alright. And now a damaged... Just kidding. A moderately played Korvold the Fey Cursed King. Very nice. Looks good. No dust and no scratches. So I know that's been a problem lately. I don't know if that was a problem during the Throne of Eldraine block. But, yep, the corners look good, the edges look good, the foiling looks fine, and I'll go ahead and put that aside. I'll get that in a slab eventually, because I build my own decks and I don't play with foils. I'd probably proxy that card for at home, specifically. Oh, look at these goodies. So, it does come with extra stuff. It comes with this little filler piece to kind of keep everything together in the box. It serves no purpose, but I'm glad they put it in there because all it really does is keep the cards from getting damaged. It keeps the... Nice! Look at that. It's got a card divider. Nice. I'm not going to use that for my decks. I just turn my sideboard around backwards. If I ever play with a sideboard, which is almost never, but I need those particularly for my collection, and I don't want to buy them. It comes with a beautiful life counter that goes to 40, not just 25. So she ain't just any Brawl deck. She's a Brawl deck that comes with a token that you can, or a life counter that you can play on Commander. Or in Commander, whatever. On Commander, in Commander, with Commander, I don't know. Whatever that word is that I'm supposed to use. I don't know English, and it's my first language. So, I'm going to take one good look at the deck box one more time before I get into it, because I think it's just absolutely beautiful. Get that off of my desk, because I have no room up here to do anything. Let's get into it. I've wasted enough of your time, about 4 minutes of it. So, let's go. Let's go, go, go. Chittering Witch is the top rare here. 4-drop 2/2 ETBs create a number of 1/1 black rat tokens equal to the number of opponents you have. Sweet, so it's at least 1. And you can sack a creature, give something -2/-2. That's really cool. I like that. And if you're playing like rats at home, I would run a copy or 2 of that, especially if there's some kind of rat generator that you can make a token every turn or whatever and just have a on-the-fly combat trick. Taste of Death, 6-drop sorcery. Each player sacks 3 creatures. Create 3 food. Nice. Thorn Mammoth, hello. 7-drop 6/6 Trampler. When this or another creature... Oh, this is a fighter. When this or any other creature enters the battlefield, this guy fights the thing, which is really nice. Ooh, Gluttonous Troll. I believe Gluttonous Troll only came in this deck. So, I'm glad that I finally have a copy of this. Let's see. 4-drop 3/3 Trampler. And ETBs create a number of food tokens equal to the number of opponents you have. This is why it's only in this deck. And you sack a non-land permanent and get a 2/2 tone, or it gets +2/+2 tone to turn. Okay. It's not a tap ability, the sacrifice. So if you've got a mana dump, this thing can get really huge. Priest of Forgotten Gods, one of my absolute favorite cards from Ravnica Allegiance. Oh my god, I love this card. Dreadhorde Invasion, a great card. Oh, by the way, tap it, sack a thing, opponent loses 2 life, you draw a card, add 2 black mana. Just a really great ability. Dreadhorde Invasion, a decent token generator from War of the Spark, and every turn amass 1, lose a life, pretty decent. Kranko, Kingpin, here we go. So this is really all of the different cards. And they didn't play around either. I thought these were only going to be Throne of Eldraine cards. Look at me not knowing what I'm talking about. I'm happy though. Some of these cards I really loved and wanted a few more copies of. Particularly Kranko, Tin Streak, Kingpin, 3-drop 1/2, and when it swings it gets a 1/1 counter. And then you create a number of little gobos, the number of counters on Kranko. That's just a really good token generator, which then you can sacrifice using anything like Priest of Forgotten Gods, Gluttonous Troll, or your Taste of Death, Chittering Witch. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I love it. All these token generators and all of these ways to use those tokens to get even more value. I love it. And if that's not enough, you can get Judy, the Scourge Diva, one of my absolute favorite cards, again, from the Ravnica Allegiance block. You can tell that I played Judy and Young Lily, Priest of Forgotten Gods, in the same deck. Yes, I did, during that time period, and I loved it. And all of the creatures you get +1/0, and when they die, they can ping your opponent, any target really, for 1 damage per creature. Amazing. Find Finality, just a really good, valuable spell here. Find gets you 2 creatures from graveyard to hand. Finality puts a counter on something and is a -4? Let's see. Yeah, -4/-4 sweeper. You got a rare land, comes with a temple, pretty decent, and it comes with a stomping ground. They just couldn't give you 2 shock lands, could they? Ah, well. I'll get over it. Baked into a pie, blow up a creature, get a token. Sir Conrad, I don't know what you do, nobody plays you. I actually have to read this card. When another creature dies or a creature is put into graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, or a creature leaves your graveyard, deals 1... Okay, so anytime something moves from one zone to another, basically, it pings an opponent, and then you pay 2 to mill all players, or you and an opponent by 1. Okay, fine. Fine card there. Let's see, Keeper of the Fables. Whenever one or more non-human creatures deals combat damage, draw a card. Good value. Savvy Hunter. I thought this card was going to go places. When I saw the food mechanic first come about, I like a lot of people slept on Oko. Just a lot of people slept on Oko. However, I genuinely thought that Savvy Hunter was just going to be the card that everybody used to generate food tokens. Boy, was I wrong. But I still have some love for this card. I think it's wonderful. Golden Egg, it's a food, draws you a card, you can sack it, you get the idea. Witch's Oven, you all know what it does. Everybody hates that dang card. Alright, Signet, good, because it's for Brawl or I guess Commander, Brawl, whatever. Orzhov Enforcer, Death Touch, that when it dies creates a spirit token, or Afterlife. Love that card. I played the crap out of this card as well. Same thing with Plaguecrafter, another one of my favorite cards. Man, I really do miss the Ravnica blocks. Oh, take me back to the Ravnica days. Ah. Vindictive Vampire, whenever a creature you control dies. Ping opponent. I wish they would just give this mechanic a name. Like, I don't know, Drain. Like, literally every RPG, every other card game, everything that exists. If you sap a life from your opponent and give it to yourself, it's the definition of drain. I don't know why this isn't a keyword. Biggest pet peeve in Magic right now. Because I don't play Standard. Blood-Soaked Altar. Tap it, pay 2 life, draw a card, sack a creature, and then, after you do all of that fun stuff, you get a 5/5 Black Demon creature with flying. Only activate as a sorcery. It's alright. Goblin Crater Maker. I think self-explanatory there. Rapacious, yep, that's the word, dragon. 5 for 3/3 ETBs, create 2 treasure tokens. Okay, I mean it replaces 2 mana for itself, I suppose. Not the best. Evolution Sage, great way to proliferate, get counters. Paradise Druid, one of the best mana dorks from the Ward of Spark. Set, Pollenbright Druid, another counter generator. Golgari Findbroker. We all know that getting stuff back out of your graveyard repeatedly on a loop is broken, or can be broken, and that was one of the best enablers of that. Death Sprout, great way to blow up a creature and get a land. Thrashing Bronodon, great way to have a nice big booty Judy and also still be able to blow up an enchantment or artifact. Rhythm of the Wild, everything gets haste and gets a 1/1 counter on it. Haste or 1/1 counter, literally riot. But love that. Leyline Prowler, one of my favorite mana dorks from the Ravnica Allegiance Standard, I guess. Standard block. Mayhem Devil, whenever a creature dies, ping. Any target for 1? I remember how annoying that card was. Woodland Champion, whenever a token's generated or enters the battlefield, it gets a 1/1 counter on it. Since you got so many token generators, kind of makes sense. Moldervine Reclamation, one of my favorite uncommons from M20, because I just love the value attached to this. It's a nice little engine. Whenever a creature dies, gain a life and draw a card. Love it. For 5 mana, it was just too expensive. Never saw any play, but I genuinely love this card. Hey, we got an Angrath. Creatures have menace. You can -2 them to go ahead and get yourself an amass token. Very nice. You got some good looking swamps. Looks like you've got, move that aside. Throne, which by the way, Throne had amazing land art. So you got one of each swamp, I believe. One of each swamp art, yes. And then one more of this and one more of this. Also Throne for these mountains, you only get 2. And the mountains in Throne of Eldraine were okay. I wasn't terribly impressed with the mountains, but I wasn't underwhelmed either. They were just, to me, mountains. However, the swamps and forests, which we are getting into here in a second, we've got this beautiful forest, this nice little evening dusky forest. Not bad, not my favorite. I like bright, colorful forests personally. I like the trails that go through. I like the little henge pieces that are out in the woods. Alright, 2 repeated here. Bloodfell Caves, little lifeland, the black-red lifeland. Cryptic Caves, because why not? Command Tower, awesome, because why not? Evolving Wilds, because why not? You got the Golgari Guildgate, Gruul Guildgate, the Golgari Lifeland, the Gruul Lifeland, and the Rakdos Guildgate. So you do get the full set of tap lands here. They're kind of in a funky order, so bear with me. Let me pick out the gates. Get this is what I was saying about the shock lands or whatever. You have 3 colors, so it requires 3 dual lands. Okay, these are the tap lands, and let's go over what we have as the rare lands. First of all, we don't have the Rakdos colored. I know you can't see because of the glare. I'm sorry, guys. First of all, we don't have the Rakdos rare land. That already, to me, is kind of a bummer. Okay, straight away. Second, the Golgari rare land is a temple, not a shock land. Stomping Ground is our only rare land that comes in untapped. Then, of course, you do, though, get the full set of life lands here. So let me go ahead and move these aside. You got the Gruul life land, Golgari life land, and if I can find it, there it is, the Rakdos life land. So you get all the gates and all the life lands, but again, you only get 2 rare lands. One of them is not even a shock. Come on, Wizards, you were so close! You were so close! What is wrong with you? Give us the value. Ah, well. Command Tower's in it. I'm not going to complain too much. Cryptic Caves is in it. Belongs in just about any deck that you need. Just that one little bit of card draw late game. So, I think, all together combined with obviously Korvold's ability, which I didn't read, whenever Korvold the Fey Cursed King enters the battlefield or attacks, sacrifice another permanent. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, for any of the other abilities that you gain sacrifice triggers for, regardless, Korvold gets a counter and you draw a card. This is just a monster of a card. I love it. So, that being said, as much as I am a little upset with their choice of rare lands, I'm glad they gave me a shock. At least I got a shock land. And, you know, Cryptic Caves, Command Tower, can't complain too much. They were so close to a 10 out of 10 product in my opinion. Just give us the lands, man! We literally had 2 sets back to back with temples. Give us some shock lands, guy. Anyway, before I get too crazy on the shock land value, let's go ahead and shut her down. I wanna thank you all for stopping by. You all have a great day. This was KrepsyK, and I'm getting out of here.